Welcome to Proudly Said, bold voices and real stories. I'm John Highland, Scouse, queer, and still trying to make sense of it all. This space is for the stuff we don't always say out loud, but probably should. Let's get into it. Well, it's about bloody time, Miss Shania Pain.
I can see myself in the reflection there. Hello, gorgeous lady. Sorry, what were you saying?
About bloody time.
Well, do you know, the last time we spoke was in lockdown,
Yeah, it
and
was.
I had nothing to talk about. And it's now 5 years on since lockdown,
And you've still
and I've
got
still got nothing to talk about. Still doing the same bits and bobs.
You've done quite a bit in between that, I think.
I've done a couple of things, John.
Couple of things.
Done a couple of things. Do you mind if I call you John?
What else are you going to call me?
Doesn't matter.
Forget I've known you
How
for
are you?
far too long.
Sound like Holly Willoughby. How are you?
How are you? I'm all right. I've just come from a networking event, a gay networking event, which was camp.
Ooh, bougie.
It was bougie. It was in the Maldron Hotel.
If you want to check out Gadio, look at this link here.
Yeah, that. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really tired.
Yeah. Was you working last night?
I was working last night. We had 50 LGBTQ plus firefighters in Via,
Oh, that sounds like fun.
and I just had to be the hose. Sorry, take off the S.
The hoe. Yes. Well done.
Love gardening.
I don't know how I'm going to get through this next half an hour with
Well, here we go. Half an hour. You said 10 minutes.
you. Fuck right. How quick are you?
Well, ask the firefighters. Thank you for your service, though.
So, Miss Shania Pain.
Hello.
Who are you?
Who am I? My name is Shania Pain. I'm not a drag queen. I am a vocal illusionist. Shut up. Hailing from Liverpool. I currently reside in Manchester, and I work all over the place. Sorry, I just have to stop. I asked for Red Bull and they put vodka in it.
You didn't actually want the alcohol?
Well, it's February now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nearly March. Jesus, halfway through February, right?
I've been doing drag professionally for about 8 years now, and before that I dabbled.
Yes, you do dabble, and I where I had to put your lovely daughter on the spot and said, "I've got your first night out in drag footage. I've got
John, no.
I've got footage of you stomping through Liverpool Pride 2011."
So hear me out, okay? It's Liverpool Pride 2011.
Yeah, it was the first time it was on the pierhead.
And there was a big war between the Pride Committee and
The bars,
and
as
the bars.
usual.
Yeah. And none of the drag queens that were working wanted to get involved with the pier head.
No.
And I was like, I'll do it for free. So I looked like the Aldi version of Cilla Black.
You did.
Now, I was friends with some of the drag queens at this point, but I hadn't started getting tips because I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, I can't do drag as a career. I'm a musical theatre boy. I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I'd gone home, I'd shaved my legs with a rusty old razor and chopped bits. I've still got scars from when I chopped my legs up.
Wow.
Yeah. And I found this dress from Quiggins,
Oh, R.I.P. Quiggins.
and I had no money. And then went in and I got £20 from someone for a present. And I went, how much is that dress? She went 50. And I went, she could see the look on my face. She went, it's been here for 6 months. Just have it for 20 quid. And I was like, oh. And it's ugly. It's ugly.
It's just like one shape. There's
A
nothing
Smithy's
to
wig.
it. Yeah, like literally Bob.
Dream Matte Mousse all over my face. It gets better. I had a nail on there, which actually I haven't got on today. Sorry, Bran. And yeah, I ended up hosting the main stage.
I think you jumped between a little bit of main stage and a little
It's
bit
a little
of
cabaret stage.
it was like an introduction, yeah.
Yeah, because it was what are their name? Kaz and Britt.
Yes.
Jill and Keddy.
Yes.
They were brilliant. And that's when I got a taste for the fact that I like drag. And then I looked in the mirror and realised, oh, she's rough. But I was going between the two stages, and this sneaky little
I've got it from the live building.
baby rain queer is filming me from the top of the live building because there was a lovely spread. Do you remember the spread?
I do remember the
There was
spread.
a lovely spread upstairs.
The green room was in the live building, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice green room.
It was a green room.
I was talking to this old drag queen I've never heard of since.
Diva Bliss.
Hey, yes. And she was telling me, she wore white wigs and she was like, I'm so happy for the smoking ban because my wigs used to be yellow. And I was like, I'm just happy to be here.
So was that your first shall we say gig? I know, 'cause I've always remember pictures of you doing karaoke in the fucking cricket club or something.
Yeah, okay. Someone's done the research.
Someone's known you since you were about 12, babe.
That's true. We did go to school together, but we don't talk about the locker rooms, John, because you're 4 years older than me. No, I did a gig. Oh God, I must have been 16.
Yeah.
And I wasn't called Shania Pain then.
The artist formerly known as.
And I did a karaoke in Wavertree.
I think it was Wavertree Cricket Club. Working men's club.
Yeah, and then I used to do all these open mic nights.
Yeah.
There used to be loads of like musical theatre and cabaret open mic nights in Liverpool, which is where a lot of like the big performers that you see on like the Royal Court and doing all these things, that's where they all started, and here I am. And I used to do them, but I used to say no to everything.
Why?
Because I was too scared, because like I was musical theatre.
And that's what I want to be. Yep.
I am a boy who does musical theatre, and that's all I shall be.
I mean, babe, I remember you doing Oliver in school, and you were doing drag then.
Yeah, I was. I was playing. I played the Alpha Dodger and Widow Corney in the same show.
You did? Yeah, because it was like one on, one off. But like there was one times when Edward wasn't doing Eddie, whatever the fuck you call him. So you did both.
Yeah, I went to an all boys school, so we had no girls. So I was like, I volunteer as tribute, and then I think every other show we did afterwards in that school, I played.
Yeah, you did.
I played a woman.
You did.
I played Cilla Black. I played a woman which is foreshadowing for the awful drag that I did at Pride 2011.
But then there wasn't that a little bit in between when you did Lords of the Fly, which I think is hilarious.
No, it's wild. I literally was on YouTube yesterday or the day before with my friend, and there's loads of videos that people have put up of me performing that I've not seen, and they popped up because I was watching like drag queens on YouTube.
Yeah.
And a video from Lords of the Flies actually came up with the pictures I think you took.
Yeah, I did. I took the photographs.
Really, really contrasted and blared out. No one's got a nose, because this is 2005.
No. It was a little bit later.
No, 2008.
'Cause I was in sixth form, so yeah, so it was either 2007 or 2008.
It's actually 2010. Because it was our final show.
No, because I was in sixth form at that time for Lords of the Flies.
Well, oh yeah, it can't be. Anyway.
Yeah, 2007 or 8. No, 8 because, yes.
Back in those days, you used to edit your photos. If anyone remembers, you used to edit your photos so you didn't have a nose or any facial features. You were just eyes on a floating face with some hair, which I used to have.
You are, I'm looking at it.
Well, yeah, thanks, Brenda.
Yeah, I bought it.
But yeah, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah, how did that transfer? Yeah, how did you go from a really awkward Cilla Black stomping through the pier head to what we've seen?
Money. No.
Money and time, a lot of time.
I went away on cruise ships. Actually, no, I didn't. I went to go work in holiday parks.
You did, yeah.
And one of the Ents managers, Liam, he knew I wanted to do drag, and all the adult weekenders he got me to host. And the drags got a little bit better. That's where Shania Pain, the name came from. And then I went on cruise ships, and in between each contract, I would do like ladies' nights. And I'd always been friends with like Brenda and Tiara and everyone. And I think one day Brenda was like, "Girl, come here. I'm gonna sort you out." And I did a couple of shifts at Bar Bar, what was Gay Bar.
Yes, which is now Dorothy's. That's now closed.
Yes, that one. On the door. I think one night Brenda, I just needed someone to do my face so I could see it, and she did it for me. And then I went back on a ship, and then I came back, and then I was on ships for years, and then I got to my last contract, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to enter Drag Idol. I'm going to be a drag queen. I've decided that's it. I'm going to be a drag queen. And then one of the choreographers turned around and said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Oh. And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I just don't think you're going to be very successful in drag."
Choreographers of the cruise ships.
Yeah. Insert name. And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I just don't think you're going to be very successful. You've got something good going here," which obviously lit a fire under my ass.
Yeah, of course. I will be good.
Yeah. So I entered Drag Idol, and I had another cruise contract for a different company ready. And I said to myself, if I don't get through to the finals of Drag Idol, I'll do the cruise contract.
Right.
And if I do get to the finals, then I can shimmy away into some work. Got to the finals, and then didn't win.
Who won that year?
Tracy Barlow.
Who's that?
They don't do drag anymore.
Oh, typical.
Wasted. Yeah.
Wasted win.
But because they weren't doing that many gigs, I picked up all these gigs.
I think it's part of the whole Drag Idol thing, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like you gig around all the venues.
And then from there, I got offered all of Viv's gigs when she went to...
Yeah, because this is the thing. This is always a thing in Liverpool, is it was like this running joke of, oh, Shania's Viv's replacement.
Yeah. When I tell you, years in 2016, 2017, nobody wanted to do drag. Like, nobody.
There's like 4 of us.
Yeah. And I was the only one at the time that had like, one of the new ones that had like mic skills and could sing and could do this and could DJ. I lied to everyone.
I can press a button.
Yeah. And I remember going into an interview with Kev, and Tiara was there and Adam was there. And I walked in and I thought I was the shit because I just got through to the final of Drag Idol. And I walked in and I was like, Listen, I'll do the residency, but I'm going to need time off because my diary is going to be so full. Anyway, did the interview, and Tiara and Adam had to like beg with Kev because Kev didn't know me.
Right.
Those two obviously did from years.
Yeah.
And they were like, she's good. I just don't know what the fuck's wrong with her.
I can imagine Tiara going, girl.
Yeah, she did, afterwards we went for a drink and she went, what was that? Who is that person? I got humbled very quickly.
Yep.
And then I started working in Liverpool and it all just happened. Scylla left, Viv left. I took over gigs in the boudoir, in the G bar. Andrew came up to me in the queue and he went, are you Shania? I went, I had a Shania Pain t-shirt on. that was how I got gigs. I wore a t-shirt with my face and yeah. And he said, are you Shania? I went,
yes.
Well, yeah. He went, do you want to come work at the G bar? I was like, all right. Then he went, can you use CGJs and decks? And I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, could I? Oh. And I turned up, Lavinia was there. God, 2 dead people already. Lavinia was there. R.I.P. It's not gin, but soz. And I said to her, how do you work these decks? She went, I haven't got a clue, love. I just pretend and put my CDs in.
That's such a Lavinia thing.
Yeah. I feel so lucky though to have like Lavinia and Viv and Brenda and Tiara and those people actually having the time to really help me when I first started, because now everyone's too busy. There's hundreds and hundreds of drag queens. They could actually spend time on, because they knew I wanted it and they knew that I could potentially be good.
You are right. I think it makes thinking right back to it, because now you see I've made this comment on so many episodes, like baby drag queens, and apparently that's a bad thing to say. Baby queens. I think why, but whatever.
I loved being a baby queen because I'm sure Violet said this in hers. I could be like, oops, I don't know where I'm just a baby.
Yeah, she did exactly what she said.
Mind you, that day when we go on holiday, I book everything whenever we go to Gran Canaria. She just turns up. And she just packs a bag. She doesn't even pack a bag. I do that for her.
But at that point, it was literally you.
Yeah.
It was just, who's this new one?
There was a couple of other queens around at the time who'd been around for a while, who were like technically baby queens. Sorry, Regina. That's only because I heard it in, was it Violet Tuckatona's?
It was Violet.
Yeah. I love Regina, by the way. She's great. There was a couple of other queens who got really, really pressed. Like one in particular was like, she stole my job. And I was like, I didn't.
Interesting.
Like, I just
was good.
I just turned up, and I've just taken every day like that really ever since.
And I think back then as well, like, people wanted the G-Bar gig.
Oh God.
You wanted the G-Bar gig to be like, you are the queens of
literally.
Liverpool.
And I felt it wasn't lost on me. Like until I left, actually, it was a bit more, I looked back and went, shit, I used to work there. Yeah. I used to like have a brilliant time there and just in that box and letting people in, having a chat and getting to know people. And it really made my mark on Liverpool and the drag scene, because people who were visiting from different places would know you from that girl from the G Bar. Yeah, I had a ball.
So yeah, I always think, especially during the time when it was Lavinia, Whitney and Viv, and then Viv sodded off. Yeah. And then you picked it up.
Just went, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing, but pass me a Sambuca, because he used to drink Sambuca then. I'll play the Venga Boys. But there's people even now, last Sunday, there's people in from Liverpool, and I looked at one of them and I was like, you always used to come up to me in the G Bar and ask for Kelly Clarkson, so we're going to sing some Kelly Clarkson.
That's mad. And you remember those little things?
Oh, it's bizarre. And
I bet he loved it.
Yeah. I bought me a shot.
I got ya. Did you buy you Sambuca?
No tequila. I'm a tequila girl now. There's 127 calories in one. Fact check that. I don't know. In one Sambuca. It's just sugar in it.
I'm glad I've never liked it.
And tequila's the only upper in terms of alcohol.
I didn't think let's not get into that conversation.
Anyway.
So because obviously I know you gigged a lot. You did the full-blown drag cabaret circuit. And like, is that from Drag Guide, or that came out and just carried on?
Yeah, and I earned not a penny. I was doing guest spots.
Yeah.
Because someone said it the other day, actually. They were like, oh, you just get everything handed to you. And I was like, okay. I did the pre-COVID, I literally was doing like guest spots and gigs for like half the price, just so I could be like,
I've done it.
Next time you're going to book me and pay me properly.
Yeah.
And then that year of COVID was the year when my diary was like, okay, I've finally got...
What am I doing?
I finally got all of these dates in.
Yeah.
I finally got all the venues to pay me properly, and then COVID hit.
And then COVID hit. How did you deal with that?
With COVID?
Yeah, because it's like, just from what you just described, you're saying, like, I'm getting it. This is what I've wanted. I've worked hard for it. Oh, shit.
Well, people were like, oh, that gig's not going to happen, just so you know. And I was like, no, it is. They said it's only 2 weeks. And then... Obviously, it wasn't 2 weeks. It was like 2 years.
Yeah. And then some.
Yeah. Luckily, Sam was furloughed.
Okay.
Our landlord was really good and like reduced the rent. And we had a nice time in lockdown in terms of like, I just sang on a camera, begging for money.
That was the time when like drag queens with a backdrop, just with their tops on.
But it's wild. You'd be in a group chat with someone and someone would be like, oh, what are you doing tonight? They're like, well, Minnie's on at 7:30 and then Brenda's on at 8:30 and Shania's on at 10 and blah, blah, blah. And people would plan the nights like a TV guy.
Full blown, yeah.
Because there was no telly either. After a year, there was no telly because no one was making it.
Yeah.
We'll ignore COVID.
Yeah, because I think that the next thing is like, so you're now in Manchester. So what was, other than the fact obviously you get loads of work here, but is that really the answer? What was the move to like, I'm going to go to Manchester, I'm going to stay and be there permanently?
Shit just really took off after COVID. And I was like, what?
What's going on?
Like I did the drive-in drag tour, like out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere. I did the drive-in drag tour. I started doing gigs with like all the Drag Race girls.
Yep.
Viv and Tia and Veronica invited me down to do the show in the West End. And from that, like I got a lot of attention. And then suddenly all the venues in Manchester are interested. Suddenly all the venues in London are interested. And I'm like, okay, great.
And the Drag Race rumours start.
The Drag Race rumours start, which make me howl because I've applied once.
When? What season?
Season 3.
That's the only time you've applied.
That's the only time I've applied.
I think I mentioned this with Kiki. I was like, you did that show,
yeah.
And it's like, is she gonna be on the next season because she's with those girls?
I couldn't afford to be on that season, but I still applied. Oh wait, that was season 3. No, I still applied.
Oh, was season 3?
That was the one off the back, yeah. Because as we did that show, season 2 had just aired.
Oh, that makes sense because of Veronica and Tia.
Yeah, I can't divulge any information about what happened with season 3.
Moving swiftly on, because you won't tell us.
But it was close.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I thought, you know what, it's not for me.
Because you've already kind of got that like established, like this is who Shania is, this is what she's known for.
I'm just such a worrier.
Yeah.
I'm a really big worrier, and I always thought,
Will you get the villain edit?
yeah, well, not that. I just thought, like, what if I go on, I lose all my gigs? People think I'm too expensive, or, you know, what if like I do really crap, and people are like, actually, she's shit.
Yeah, rather than just like, we know her. I think that, to be fair, I think you are like probably just thinking too much there.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you do what you do. You do what you got to do.
Yeah, and then I got a resident. Well, actually, I did my first gig at Via, and Mike, the manager of Via, turned around to me on my first gig, and I wore that homo t-shirt. Don't know whether anyone remembers. I used to have a homo t-shirt and green heels.
Yes.
And he went, "Are you wearing that in the dressing room?" And I was like, "Oh, thanks. My first gig in Via, great." I said, "Right, just watch it. Watch the show, and I guarantee you're going to give me a residency."
I love the confidence.
Oh yeah, I had no idea he had a residency going. Luckily he did. He watched the show, and then I started doing Sundays in Manchester. Started quieting down Liverpool because then more venues started booking me in Manchester. Then I got Wednesdays in Manchester, Thursdays in Manchester, and I got rid of everything apart from my Tuesdays in Boudoir because they meant so much to me. But I was never there.
Yeah.
I was having to take time off all the time. Trains would be fucked, and I couldn't get. Can I say fucked?
Yeah, of course.
Fucked. Trains would be fucked, and I couldn't get there. So in the end, I just had to turn around to Kevin and be like, "Listen, it's not fair me keeping this job when I'm never here. People having to cover last minute when there's a queen somewhere who probably
would kill for the slot.
Would want the slot, and I'm just holding on to it for my own, like, not even ego, just my own sentimental.
I want my boudoir gig.
But it was the first place that ever employed me, so it's always been that thing. And it timed great, actually, because it was around the time that they started it on, and they were doing cabaret.
Yes.
So I could still
come every so often.
Come back, and, you know, the masquerades still have me every now and again. It was hard, but it was the right thing for me to do.
Yeah.
I still love Liverpool.
Yeah, it's your home at the end of the day.
I'm spending so much money.
Back and forth.
Hotels.
Yeah, not cheap.
Hotels and Ubers. And it got to the point, and I phoned Sam, and I had a breakdown. And I was literally like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm either going to have to quit and get a boy job. Literally. Or we're going to have to move to Manchester. So he found a job in Manchester, and
that's a good partner you've got there. Got a job in Manchester just so you could move for you.
Yeah. Well, he hated his job anyway.
Fair.
And I was like, well, you're looking for a new job. He got a remote job anyway, so it didn't really matter too much, but it is based in Manchester. And 2 years on, here we are.
It's only been 2 years.
Since I've moved here.
Feels like ages. Or is that maybe I'm thinking of the gigs as well?
Yeah, I've been doing the residency, and I've been doing the Sunday residency in Via for 7 years.
Okay, that makes more sense.
The math probably doesn't add up, but in my head, it's 7 years.
I had this random thought process because I remember when I used to do the podcast like 10 years ago. I've got this thing in my head because Brenda used to do shitloads of Manchester gigs, but she drove back and forth. I don't know what. And my brain just went, "Oh, is this a weird little bizarre full circle? You were Viv's replacement." Not quite.
She said that.
Not quite.
She said that, not me.
This is where my head went. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like.
an Elmer.
I've been getting that all night, thanks.
But yeah, and now I'm here, and I love Manchester, but I do miss being able to like wake up in the daytime and phone up the girls and be like,
Yeah.
right, let's go to the fabric shop, and then we'll go for lunch, and then we'll sit and sew. And
Yeah, there's been a few times I've bumped into you in like Liverpool one. I'm like, oh, what's the occasion?
yeah, we're just out. We just want to get out of the house.
Why are you in Liverpool?
Yeah, like myself, Violet, Katona, we used to always just go off and do whatever. So that bit I do miss. But it's nicer then because then Violet will come and stay.
Yeah.
Brenda was here on Sunday. Like we all still see each other and stuff.
We mentioned before you're a musical theatre person and you've done this. When did you start doing the pantos?
So
I love this.
this year was my 13th panto.
13th?
Yeah.
And that's always Christmas?
There's a couple of Easter ones in there. I did them throughout from the age of like 15 to the age of 19.
Okay.
But that was like Christmas, Easter, Christmas, Easter, Christmas, Easter. And then I stopped when I was on the ships. I started again in the Wirral 4 years ago. It was what, 2022? I left that company. That was Dreamworld. They're great. Went to Regal.
Yes.
For Easter in St. Helens last Christmas.
Yes.
And I knew that they were doing the Epstein at Christmas.
Yeah.
At near the end of that contract. And I was like, hey, I've got a friend.
Love that.
And I think we'd be great ugly sisters. Because me and Brenda have been trying for ages to be ugly sisters. Because it makes sense.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And proof's in the pudding. It made sense.
It was hilarious.
And they were like, Chantal, who runs the company, was like, okay, that's fine. Still has to like send a tape in. So we sat in the dressing room over there actually with a camera, very much like this. Not as exciting as this setup. There's 10 crew he's brought with him.
Yeah,
10.
they're all back there.
We did a self-tape.
What did you do?
Read one of the scenes.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't been given the job either.
Oh, okay. So you were helping her with her audition. You haven't been given yours.
No, I hadn't been given the contract. I think she was waiting to find out whether we were going to work well together before. Yeah. So I'm like, please don't fuck this up. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
And then we got the job.
I loved when you announced it at Liverpool Pride last year, and it's just this big, we're doing panto together, and I think like the scene went mad.
Yeah.
Like,
we were so happy with the response because, listen, gays, go support stuff. We say it all the time. There's events that happen in Liverpool. There's the big gay cabaret. There's all sorts of things. It'll go. It won't be there, and then you'll moan that it's not there. So we know what people are like. They'll message you saying, "Ooh, can't wait to come to that,"
and then they won't buy a ticket,
and they don't come and they won't buy. Or they'll be like, "We can have a free one." I was blown away with the amount of people that came to see that show.
The amount of people I saw post on their Instagram that they were there multiple times. Yeah.
Like we were, because also you have to remember, like the theatre's only been open for 3 months.
Yep. After
this
like
is
a
the
2-year
first
closure or
time
something.
They're doing the panto again.
Yep.
So, it was a bit of a risk.
Yeah, it was.
But like the amount of adults, not the kids, the amount of adults, grown adults that like I said they were coming and they booked for me and Bren was overwhelming.
Yeah, because the first scene is you all come on stage and it's Leanne introducing all the characters, and it'd be like did they name you at that point? Like the full name was just like the rhyme with Ugly Sisters?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, because it's you two?
Yeah.
As much as, it was Leanne Campbell and Kev Dwala who are like Scouse legends.
Yes, they are, by the way.
Yeah.
I love Leanne Campbell so much.
She's boss. But it was you two.
Yeah, bizarre. And then we come off stage and be like, did you see that blah blah's in from the booze? Oh, do you remember him from the Masquerade?
And it was
I've shagged him. Sorry, Mom.
Of course you go down that route.
Actually, there was a couple of times when that happened, but I'm in a committed relationship now, everyone.
So that was amazing for you to see all that support, but how was the panto in general?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Working with Bren, working with
genuinely,
that cast.
Everyone was like, "You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight," and we genuinely didn't, because if we were gonna fight, it would have happened in Tech Week.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We did have moments where we were like,
I can imagine.
Just in the moment as you come off stage, never anything. And then, but some of the dressers and some of the crew were like, and I was like, oh no, this is how we talk.
Yeah, this is us.
This is just how we get on.
This is sisters.
Yeah. Everyone was so lovely.
Yeah.
Like I've come away from pantos in the past 13 that I've done, and I've gone, everyone was lovely, but blah, blah, blah. Or everyone was lovely, or this was great and this wasn't, or it was really nice, but the music let us down, or whatever.
Yeah. Carry on.
But wait, were you there for the show stop?
Yes, I was.
Oh no. It was like that was the end of the run, right?
When it was like the second to last day. It was lighting up day.
Yeah.
It was lighting up Green Day.
It was lighting up Green Day. Oh God, the poor dancers. I had to leave. I was stood at the side of the stage.
So
the music just cut off. We don't know what happened. Like the whole run, nothing happened. But Jordan and Lee, our tech team, they were brilliant. but things happen.
Yeah.
And they just carried on dancing to no music.
So funny.
Everyone's there at the side of the stage cheering them on. And I was like, I want to cheer them on, but this is so uncomfortable. I have to leave. But yeah, no, it was brilliant. Really, really good. And it's now led to this Easter. I'm playing the Wicked Queen in Snow White in St. Helens Theatre Royal.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love that
excited.
theatre because, like, I think I was at the press night the same time you was for their Christmas panto.
Yeah.
What Chantel and the family have done to that theatre.
And Jane, Queen Jane.
To that, just for it to work.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
I can't wait. I had a lovely time when I did Easter last Easter. Easter last Easter. Easter last Easter. Easter last Easter. And I can't wait to do this. I've never played a villain before.
You've done quite a lot of Ugly Sisters, haven't you?
I've done a lot of Ugly Sisters. I've done a lot of Dame, and I've never seen myself as a villain. But Chantal was like, no, we really think.
That'll be good.
And I was like, well, there's not that much acting, really.
I'll just be myself.
Yeah.
I'll just be a...
Yeah, basically.
I'll bleep myself out.
So I'm excited for that. And yeah.
Are you wanting to get into more theatre?
I think so.
Yeah.
It never bothered me when I started drag. I was like, no, this is what I do now.
Yeah.
But I think the only theatre that I want to do is drag.
Right, okay. So
So-
like drag characters.
Yeah, because I had an agent last year and they kept sending me, they sent me for ensemble in Mamma Mia. I
Okay.
don't know whether you've seen Mamma Mia, but the boys in, like the male young ensemble, the boys in Mamma Mia, they look like Bellamy models. If
Full
you,
on
get,
ripped.
if you get that reference, we're friends.
Bellamy models. I just clicked on what you said.
They do. They're all ripped like gymnast people.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, this isn't for me. And they kept sending me for Cats. Actually, they did send me for Old Deuteronomy and Cats.
I was going to say they need to cats.
Yeah.
Rum Tum Tugger.
I went up for, then they were sending me for the dads in Mamma Mia when I complained about that. They said there was,
How old?
on the Royal Caribbean Mamma Mia, they have one guy that covers all the dads.
Right.
And he's like young, but basically young but bald. So that it's believable that he's old.
See where this is going.
And they sent me up for that, and I was like, no, this ain't working. I want to do like other stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm a firm believer in stuff happens. And I was talking to my friend about this the other day. Actually, it was Katie who played
Yeah.
Cinderella. Hi, Katie. And we were talking. She was like, what do you want to do with your career? And I was like, I just feel like the right project is gonna, it's gonna appear. And if it doesn't, fine.
But it still goes back to, like, sorry to quote Viv, but it's like,
No, I was just about to bring her up as well. Actually, that's weird.
it's that phrase, isn't it? She says, like, you know, you see it, believe it, work your fucking ass
Yeah.
off, and you'll receive it.
Correct. And she is a good career. Obviously, some of the stuff she's done, I could never do because
God.
I'm not famous. But, you know, she went into theatre and she was brilliant at it. And she did those roles. Yeah, the child catcher wasn't necessarily drag, but it was drag.
She did it drag.
Yeah, you know, other things that she may have gone on to do and things like that, we're going to drag. She's been such a rock in my life and my career. She's helped me so much. There was a TV show that I was meant to do 2 years ago. And she phoned me and she went, do you want to do this show? I went, what do you mean? She went,
What is it?
Girl, do you want to do this TV show? They're looking for singing drag queens. I went, yeah, but what is it? She went, oh, it doesn't matter.
Do you want it?
The guy who's doing it produces Dancing on Ice. I'll put you in touch with him. So I said, all right then, yeah. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, thinking that like a researcher would like speak to me.
And tell you what more about it.
The head of light entertainment for ITV phones me up.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, we want you involved in this. It never came off in the end. The show didn't happen in the end. But I was like, what?
This is weird.
What world are you in that you can just put me through to the head of ITV?
That's mad.
Just things like that. And she'd always like, if she
Oh,
was
they still
in,
got your number.
yeah, if she was in Manchester, we'd always like
Catch
meet
up,
up, and you know, I think we always had a soft spot for each other. We had a rocky start.
You did. I'm aware of that.
I think that made us closer friends, though.
Well, if you can get over it and build on it and build like, and then it shows, you know what, we went through hard times. It's made the friendship stronger.
Yeah, she really was just there,
Mm.
always there. I remember she was so upset. She booked tickets to see my panto 3 years ago. Whenever she did Wizard of Oz in Liverpool,
Yes.
she had like some time off in between. And she paid for the tickets because I was like, I'll get you comp. She was like, no, I want to pay.
Yeah.
Which speaks volumes.
Yeah, exactly.
She even sent me the screenshot of her tickets, be like, I am coming. I was like, all right, girl. I believe, yeah. And then she had to do a press junket.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But she literally, I got the voice note and she's just like, oh, girl, I'm fuming. Fuming.
Can hear the
Do
voice.
you know what is lovely though? Like, I got locked out of my Facebook the other day. Well,
I
three
saw
or 4
you
years
post
ago.
on it, yeah.
And the amount of messages that when I got back into it, that I found. What is great is I've got the messages that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Because we used to speak a lot on Facebook and I didn't have them. And I looked the other day and I was like, oh, if there's one thing I'm happy about the fact that I've got my Facebook back is that I can.
Looking through those memories.
One thing I wasn't happy about is that I lost out on thousands of pounds worth of gigs.
Oh, because people were messaging you through your Facebook. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can be in touch like, I've just got my Facebook. Hiya.
Yeah, well, these are 3 years old, girl.
Oh no.
Some of these venues are closed down.
I like that you talk, and you are right. You can't, especially the likes of us, known her for years. You can't go through a conversation of your story without that connection. But I'm intrigued because now you were like the baby queen that became Viv's replacement to now you're in Manchester. So I'm just curious about the difference between Liverpool, Manchester, and those drag scenes and stuff.
I love them both. And do you know what is actually really nice is that a lot of the queens from Liverpool, a lot of the queens from Manchester will cross over and do bits and bobs, and they all get on with each other. Up some. But like Liverpool has got such talented queens, and I'm just so happy that there's now things where they're getting showcased.
Yes.
In my eyes now, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of them both actually, because they're both doing it. They're like, if you look now, Kiki and Violet are now taking over the city.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm happy with that.
So I said, so it's quite interesting because I'd recorded with Violet before Brenda announced her her third retirement.
You said that again. I didn't say that, Bren.
And I said to Violet, it's interesting because way back when you think of Viv, you think of Brenda, you think of Scylla, and then you think they're your Liverpool queens.
Yeah. No, I wasn't there.
The first iteration, when I first started going out and shit, so fuck off, bitch. And I said to Violet, now I feel like it's Brenda, Violet, Katona, and then to other extent into Kiki.
Yeah.
You see Regina everywhere now. It's interesting seeing the evolution.
What's wild is Violet is doing the Tuesdays at Boudoir,
yes,
which were my nights, and Kiki is doing the Thursdays at OMG, which was my night as well. And I love that. That makes me so happy because
children.
Violet will bring the stupidity, which doesn't mind, she's a stupid bitch. Yeah. She brings the stupidity and the party dances. And Kiki, the show on a Thursday in OMG is a singing show. So she'll bring those amazing vocals and that makeup, which I could never do. Could never do. But yeah, and then Manchester, I've created a little family here in Manchester as well. I've got lots of friends and lots of the drag queens. And the difference between it is, there's just always a lot more on in Manchester.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah, so a Thursday and a Sunday, you can walk down the street and there's something on in every venue. But that's just because there's more people coming, so venues can afford to do that. It's not a Liverpool's better or Manchester's better. I love them both.
Yeah, it's different scenes.
Yeah, and do you know what is the great thing actually? What happened with Liverpool Pride last year happens obviously with Manchester Pride this year, and the village has come together to make Manchester Village Pride.
I'd never thought that comparison.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, actually.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really great, and they're really trying to. Because I was talking to Equity yesterday. This Village Pride is going to be the first Equity affiliated Pride, so the artists get looked after. They're asking me about Liverpool Pride, and I said, to be fair, all Liverpool Pride, if it's the way it was last year, would need to do is just write down what they did, because they did everything correctly. The way they looked after us backstage, making sure we got to the venue, the way they paid us, how quickly they paid us was brilliant, and the way it came together so quickly, that I hope is going to be, it will be, it's going to be the same for this Manchester Pride. So book your tickets.
But it was interesting. Obviously, I said earlier, I've come from the Gay Do Networking event prior to coming to here, and Carl Aston BM was talking about it, and he was pretty much saying no, it's going to be done properly. We're going to be really transparent about everything, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. People
want that now. People haven't got the money to spend. They want to know where the money's going. People have asked me though. They're like, "Well, what's Manchester Pride going to be like?" Now, I only ever went the Village.
Yeah,
I performed on the main stage with Viv, 4 or 5 years ago, and then I did a couple of bits in the Sackville stage throughout the years. Mainly, I was in the Village. Realistically, the Village ain't going to change.
No.
It's going to be exactly the same. There's going to be stages outside. I don't know the extent of what everyone's doing, but it'll be busy and you'll have a nice time.
I must admit, I went to the first Manchester Pride when it had the 2 sites. Didn't like it.
Yeah.
I just missed that vibe of the stage in the car park.
Yeah.
Then the bar pop stage and all those little bits, and then the Sackville Gardens. It felt like a community.
And you look down that street, you look down Canal Street, and it's packed, and everyone's fit
but safe.
Everyone's
packed but safe.
Yeah, everyone's fit. And you do 2 things. You go, "Oh, this is lovely. Look at all those people having a nice time at Pride." And then you go, oh, "I need to get to the other end of that." Because there's a gyros fan at the bottom of there, and I want a chicken wrap.
You are correct. Yeah, you look down like, oh fuck.
That's why I'll always stay in drag as much as I can.
Because they will just
They just
part
part
ways.
ways. And if they don't, the door staff will help.
I love that. So basically, what you're saying is Manchester Pride just start a drag in Korea, and you'll have a gay old time.
Yeah, but I'll know. I'll know.
I love that. So you just mentioned, obviously, which is amazing stuff about the panto.
Yeah.
But what else has like got coming up for Shania Pain?
Thank you for asking me, John. I am doing some gigs on some cruise ships.
Oh,
Yeah, later on in the year, around June, July time.
fabulous.
For some reason, they've put me with a band.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's wild. It's what
Shania and Big Band.
Yeah, girl. It's what I wanted, and it's happening.
It's
A
happening.
lot of them are, we're going to put you on. We're going to see how you are. They're still paying me.
Yeah,
We're going to put you on. We're going to see how
Like
you
trial.
are. And then if it works and we get good feedback, 2027,
Even
we can
more.
talk about, you know.
That's amazing, Shania.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, just from what you were saying earlier, like, I want to do this. It's like, it's,
I'm a big
Yeah.
manifester.
yeah.
God, I'm a witch.
look like
Ooh,
one.
hello. Just
Fuck
broke your
off.
microphone. No, I'm a big manifester. Last year, last January, I turned around and I said, I
Yep.
want a different panto, and specifically, I want to work for Regal.
Yep.
I want to do cruise ships, and I want to do a one-woman show.
One woman show.
Yeah, I've got the cruise ships. I've got the panto company.
Yep.
And I'm now having a meeting.
Wow.
By the time this goes out, it might
be potentially happening. It might be binned.
yeah, about doing a one-woman show in a theatre with a band, and basically
be
what I'm
amazing.
doing on the cruise ships, just so I can practice before I leave.
I mean, it's one of them though. You could still like have like this is how I want this to work. This
Yeah.
is what I'm going to do, and you've got it like the skeleton ready for it.
Next year, we're going to focus on I'm a team. It's me, a little bit of TV, and some theatre.
Love that.
So we're going to put that in the universe.
It's
And-
here now. It's been immortalized on.
Talking next year, and I'll be playing Jean Valjean in drag.
Jean Valjean in
Yeah.
Jag.
24601.
Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean. Janet Van Janet. Janet.
Fuck off.
Janet, I'll be Javert, Janet. Or I could be Elder Prick in the Book of Mormon. Who else could I be? What other musicals are there?
There's lots.
I'd love to be Trunch.
Trunchbull.
Yeah, I'm in that awkward age though where I'm like, I'm 19, so
Yeah, you're too young for some and
no, but I mean,
not old enough for us.
my age is like weird. Like I'm definitely meant to play older roles.
I mean, but we have seen what you can do with makeup to make you that old.
That is true.
Ugly sister makeup.
Yeah, but then I don't know whether I'd want to do. I think I'd want to do West End.
Mm.
If it was a short run, maybe.
Just because of the ball lake in London.
It's just it's expensive, isn't it? And I don't want to live in a room.
Just a box.
Yeah,
With the bed and the toilet next to each
a
other.
nice house in Salford.
I mean, train it. I'll do the gig, but you're paying for me travel.
You see, I'm not there yet. I'm not Sam Buttery, you see. Who, by the way, if you don't know who that is, Google Sam Buttery. Absolute
Yes.
icon, and one of my gorgeous friends is
Yes.
playing Ursula in Unfortunate in the West End at the moment.
Yes, of course they are.
Sam Buttery.
Yeah.
Sorry for mentioning you on the podcast. She's going to charge me commission now. I met her in the New Union. I'd heard of her
Yeah.
because she's done everything. She came on singing "Stand in the Way of Control" by The Gossip.
Yeah.
In a little Beth Ditto wig, and was just singing her tits off. And I went, "Who the fuck is this?" And Ginger Hunter, who has become one of my closest friends in
I love
Manchester.
Ginger.
Oh God, we're awful together.
I can believe it.
She was like, it's Sam Buttery. I was like, that's Sam Buttery. I need to book her. So I started booking her for Brewers, and then we became friends. And she's just
Well, it made me giggle because I think I'd seen Chaos, because obviously I don't really follow what's going on in Manchester too
Yeah.
much. I need to start doing it more. And then I think I don't know if it was one of your like posters for when you, I was like,
Yeah.
is that the person I've just seen on the
Yeah.
telly? On Netflix.
so she moved up to Manchester from London.
Yeah.
And now is more successful than ever, doing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam, I love you.
So
She
manifest.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, don't get yourself in trouble.
It's to say naughty things.
So if people want to find out more about Shania Pain, follow you, find out where you're gigging and stuff like that, where can they find you online?
You can find me on Cam 4.
Is that still going?
Still going. You have to get the right time though.
Come on, where can they find you online?
You can find me on socials.
Yep.
Shania_Pain UK on Instagram.
Mhm.
That's all I use.
Sometimes you just need the one platform, really.
Yeah, I have TikTok, but it's just for me to use.
Just scroll and watch, not yodeling like Brenda. I took the piss out of Brenda so many times on this podcast.
Yeah, girl.
She's going to fucking hate me if she doesn't
Brent,
already.
I said it before. I'll say it again. That wasn't me. She's going to get you, girl.
She won't fucking reply to my text, so it's fine.
Oh, this drink's lovely. And if you want to find me working, I work
Yes.
every Wednesday at Via, every Thursday at Brewers, every Sunday at Via. In between that, you can find me in Birmingham, London, Brighton, Cardiff,
Wherever I'm gigging.
Bristol, Newcastle, Leeds, Blackpool, wherever if anyone's got money, I'm there.
And then hopefully on your TV screen soon.
Well, maybe. And come and see me in Snow White at
Yeah, that'd be
the
St. Helens Royal Theatre
St.
Royal.
Helens Theatre Royal.
Actually, I always say Royale.
Royale, I mean, it's not a burger.
Sorry, what was you going
Go
to
to
say?
Burger King at Gran Canaria Airport. Can I have a...
Or in the Jumbo.
Can I have a St. Helens Royale, please?
Hey, that sounds good.
A St. Helens Royale, in your opinion. Comes out, it's made of glass.
Fuck off.
St. Helens glass.
That's the class.
Yeah.
Don't stop me. No, thank you so much for joining me.
Why haven't you asked me if I might go and work in Gran Canaria?
Are you going to go work in Gran Canaria?
No, but you asked Violet.
Yeah, because she's been back and forth. You just...
So have I.
Are you going to move to Gran Canaria?
No, of course I'm not. I've just told you I love my life in Manchester.
Fucking bitch, I hate you. Thank you for joining me. It's about fucking time it happened.
It is about time. Always a pleasure.
We tried to get this in through like between shows during the panto. It just didn't happen.
No, you don't get that much time.
I got you on Granada though.
We did do that, but
Right,
we had to be quick, girl.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's lovely to see you.
You too.
God, that was so patronising. Really good job.
Thanks for the time.
We'll see each other about.
Okay.
And if you want to find John on socials, you already have because you're watching this.
You've been listening to Proudly Said. Now, if it meant something to you, why not pass it on? If it didn't, maybe it will one day. Either way, stay kind, stay loud, and stay proud.